Oh hi, it's me, I guess, and welcome to this video. This is gonna be mainly unscripted, probably edited because I don't want to leave too much blank space in there. But I'm going to be talking. Okay, so you might have heard about a game called Five Nights After Freddy's or FnaFter. It's a FNAF fan game that I've been working on with WSDFL Animations for like at least 6 months now. I don't know. I took like a big break during summer vacation for me. Mainly because I didn't feel like working on it anymore. I just grew tired of it. But recently, I've started thinking about the game again. Ideas are popping into my head, and I mainly realized, holy fuck, this is terribly designed. I need to change some of this shit. So I started working again. I started thinking a lot. And today I'm going to be talking about some of the changes and improvements I have already made to FNAFter, based on the old version that is on Game Tools right now. So if you want to go play what is referred to as Alpha 4 in Game Tool terms, but it's actually Alpha 18, not counting the 21 pre-gameplay versions made before the alphas. So yeah, we've made a lot of versions. Essentially, pre-gameplay, the way that it was ordered, just really quickly, because you probably don't understand, we had folders to organize the games into, or versions, and the pre-gameplay thing was pretty much everything until, like, Bonnie was added to the game. Because at that point, the second that you could die, it's a game. Because the second that you could win and also lose, I think it counts as a FNAF game, you know? So, yeah. Then. And then afterwards, we had 18 more alphas, and now we're moving on to Alpha 2, version 1. Essentially, well, why like this? It's just internally. It'll be referred to as Alpha 5, when it comes out the game. But internally, it's Alpha 2 V1, because organization purposes. I don't want to get too confused. So, changes. The main thing, of course, is the new and improved Freddy Fazbear. Freddy, in the original FNAFter, was bad. Like he just was. He clashed with the core design of the gameplay. Essentially, FNAFter is designed in a way where that the animatronics serve purposes, and their purposes... Okay, so, the main four animatronics that I'm happy with, and now 5, with Freddy added on, the changed version of Freddy, although he still needs play testing, so I'm not 100% happy. So yeah, the main four animatronics that I'm really happy with is Bonnie, Foxy, Mangle, and Toy Chica. The reason is, Bonnie makes the power mechanic and the door mechanic actually useful. Bonnie will drain the hell out of your power, and if you forget to charge your power, you can't do anything about Bonnie. So yeah, that's why it's important. But to prevent the player from gathering a shit ton of power way too early into the game, Toy Chica exists to prevent the player from just charging all the time, which is essentially, her mechanic is she walks into the generator room and then you can't charge your power. A lot of this won't make any sense if you haven't played FNAFter, by the way, so I heavily encourage you to play FNAFter. Just do. It's not very good, the version that's on, but, you know, give some feedback. What do you think about the game? We'll change it. But yeah, back to your point. Mangle means that you can't just stay in the cameras forever, because she has to be stopped outside of the camera system. And Foxy is essentially an attention grabber. He doesn't waste any resources, but if you forget about him, actually not an attention grabber, everyone else's, but if you forget about Foxy for too long, he will kill you. The problem that Freddy had before version was that Freddy, on low AI levels, Freddy did pretty much nothing. Essentially, the old Freddy mechanics were that he'd move from the show stage to your office, and you'd have to shock him on the camera to send him back one. The problem with this mechanic is, on low AI, you had so much time to react to shock him, and he moved so slowly that it didn't mean anything that he was even in the game. But on higher AIs, it took him 2,500 frames to get to your office, which is nothing, pretty much. Also, because of how the shock was set up, you could barely push him back, and it was just bad. Yeah, so he's fully changed now. They did a complete overhaul. The shock mechanic still exists, but now Freddy will, at random times throughout the night, which is determined slightly by his AI level, but not that much. It does have a high random variation, but he will go off the stage and into a random camera. In that, then you'll hear Freddy laugh, and then you have a limited amount of time. The time is shorter depending on his AI level. To find him in the cameras and zap him back into the stage. He plays music. He plays the Toreador March whenever he's off the stage, and if you're on the camera that he is on, the march will play a lot louder so you can hear him. Specifically because he can also appear in the kitchen camera. It is also held fighting him in the dining hall because Freddy in the dining hall is way up to the side and his eyes are blocked a lot by the battery. The power gauge. It blocks it. Yeah. So mechanic is very changed. This essentially means that he will always, that instead of him being a constant threat, which is what every single character in the game is, which is a problem. You need non-constant threats in your game. That's the reason that Classic Foxy is actually good, because the other animatronic constantly move towards you, while Foxy's just one thing. And we didn't have one of those in FnaFter. FnaFter didn't have something that just went, and Freddy's now serves that purpose. Also, it doesn't clash with anything. It makes you think a lot. You have to, the second that you hear Freddy laugh, you have to immediately find him. If you get good at the game, and when you do like 20 modes, probably, you'll probably be able to do it so fast that you don't even really have to think about it, and just have immediately. The lower AI, you have to think. When you're not as good at looking for him, you have to think first. You gotta go, oh, okay, I should probably check if Foxy is there first, and then go look for him, because you have enough time. In the main gameplay, you're gonna have a lot of time. Not in 20 mode, though. In 20 mode, you die the moment his laugh ends, so you have 5 or 7 seconds. Remember, the game is not balanced around the all-max mode, it's balanced around the normal gameplay. Yeah. For some other general changes that have already been made, Toichi no longer makes sounds when she moves, because that was incredibly annoying. Now, the end of night message is actually good, and, isn't just some shittily made thing. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to change a newspaper graphic, and also change how Chica works, and slightly change how Toy Body works. These are things that will happen, except for the end of night thing. That's already happened. Also, an options menu has been added. I still have to add the volume slider, but I can already add. They did not have the entire game be in full screen. And also, I've started optimizing some of the code and reducing RAM usage into total storage because it was obscenely high. After I fixed everything, all the problems I have with the main gameplay, I'll start working on night 6 of the game. And trust me, night 6 is it's something special. All right. Oh, one last thing. I'm also going to be re-recording, and there's 2 files. Also going to be re-recording his phone call. So be ready for that, because man, those old phone calls are bad. Also, the mechanics have changed, so we have to re-record them anyways. Might as well do the entire thing, or else it'll sound weird. Alright, so that is it. Yeah, so, play FnaFter, subscribe, maybe, I don't know, if you feel like it. Maybe I'll stream FnaFter at some point. I'm still making animations, by the way, just a quick note. The animation is probably going to release next. It's either going to be some random meme one, or a remake of, not really remake, just an animation about the FNAF storyline. It's like a serious animation. Okay, that's it. This has been me, I guess, and I'm gonna go edit